Hello, just a short video here today to talk about the breathing techniques if you are unlucky enough to have caught COVID. So obviously this affects your lungs and airways, and we want to keep things moving as best as we can. So there are two parts to this. First of all, we need to realize that most of our lung capacity is in the back of your body. So the posterior lungs are bigger than your front lungs. And if we are lying on the back, obviously poorly, not moving, we are closing off the biggest chunk of your breathing apparatus, and things will stagnate there more likely. So first of all, you need to keep moving. Don't lie on your back, however tempting and difficult that is to do something else. Please aim to move. So you need to be on your side, on your front. There are various images you can Google on the internet about draining the lungs when you've got an acute respiratory infection. If you can't find that, let me know, but there are some visuals to say how to help with lung drainage. And that includes being tilted down with sort of your head and up a little bit with your feet. It does sound a little bit odd, but that helps things to flow through. So it's relating to lungs, relating to all the mucus, etc. So that stuff needs to keep flowing, otherwise there is a greater chance of pneumonia-like complications with COVID, which I think we've all heard about. We want to prevent that. So that's number one. Number two is the breath I'm just going to illustrate now. There are two portions to this. First of all, the breathing itself, and the second portion of it is actually lying on the floor face down to breathe into the back ribs. So let me talk you through the breathing part of this. 2 cycles of breath for this. Each cycle is identical. So first of all, you're going to take a breath in, nice and deep breath in, and you retain that breath for 5 seconds. And then you exhale after that all the way out and retain your exhale for 5 seconds if you can. And you will do this 5 times in a row. On the 6th one, which will be the end of cycle 1, you will do exactly the same. Exhale all the way out, and at the end of that 6th exhale, you are going to cough. Nice and deep, clearing your chest, whatever needs to happen, okay? So it will look like this. Breathing in, holding, exhaling fully, right from the pit of your belly, and you're holding that exhale. So what happens then? As you inhale the second time, envisage your diaphragm descends and flattens. It actually contracts as you inhale. You're holding that inhale. Then you're exhaling fully. Your diaphragm comes up like a mushroom shape inside your rib cage. That actually is the stretching of the diaphragm. You're helping to move the diaphragm through the contracted to stretched out state. So we're doing this 5 times. I'm not going to do this now, but you get the gist, hopefully. On the 6th time, you're going to again inhale. Hold the inhale for 5 seconds. Remember, your diaphragm stretches. You then exhale. Diaphragm contracts first. Diaphragm stretches as you exhale. You're holding that exhale, and then you're coughing. Nice and deep. Then you repeat the same process 2nd time over. Okay? After you've done those 12 breaths with 2 coughs, yeah, you're going to come to your belly, wherever you're comfortable. Hands, you can fold your hands like a cushion under your forehead. And then you're going to spend at least 5 minutes practicing breathing into the back of your rib cage, not into your belly, because that's going to be a different sort of mechanics for breathing. And for some people that will be pretty difficult. For some people that will be more accessible. So that depends on how good your breathing is normally and whether you've opened that possibility of breathing into your back previously, or is that something completely new to you? I would encourage you to do this breathing drill as much as possible, even though when you don't feel like it, because that's something that's going to be strongly beneficial. And I've had a few people who have had COVID, unfortunately, last year. They did this and they found that this helped them, and they used that during their post-COVID breathing rehabilitation, which they found very, very useful. So I've no personal experience with this. Hopefully this helps for you. This helps you. Happy healing. Hope you feel better soon. Take care.